Pop the simplest grilled tofu into an epic vegan Caesar wrap. A no-blender vegan Caesar dressing, sun-dried tomato bacon bits, crunchy roasted chickpeas, and wait for it, unseasoned tofu? Okay, it's not entirely unseasoned. There's salt and pepper on it, but you typically hear that tofu is a sponge. It doesn't taste like much of anything on its own, so you have to give it a lot of flavor. It'll absorb that flavor and become more enjoyable to eat. So is it crazy to make grilled tofu chicken strips that only have salt and pepper on them? They're not marinated for hours, they're not dipped and breaded and fried, they're not double frozen and thawed to create that really cool flaky chicken texture thing, which you could totally do here. But this is tasty, thrifty, timely. And I'm saying, can we not just throw some tofu on a grill, put some salt and pepper on it, and then put it in a wrap with all kinds of other flavorful things? I'm saying it. And I'm doing it. If you have a barbecue, fire that up. If you live in a building that doesn't allow you to have a barbecue, then heat a grill pan over medium heat with a bit of oil if needed. Drain any excess water from a 350-gram package of extra firm tofu. Slice the tofu in half widthwise, then slice each half into 6 chunky strips. Place the tofu strips on the hot grill, sprinkle with salt, and grill for 1 to 2 minutes until grill lines appear. Turn the tofu strips, season, and repeat until each side is nicely grilled. Remove the tofu from the grill and sprinkle with pepper. Less so on a barbecue, but on a grill, if you add the pepper while the tofu's on the grill, it can kind of burn. So I get real fancy and I add some fresh ground pepper right at the end. And all joking aside, here, let me see. All joking aside, this tastes good. I mean, it's simple, but it still has that bit of grilled flavor. The outside is kind of crispy. It's salty. You're gonna have to let me know what you think, and you're gonna have to make this epic vegan Caesar wrap. In my previous video, I showed you how to make my simple dairy-free Caesar dressing. You don't need a blender, just whisk hummus with lemon juice and some seasonings, and voila. I tell ya, I'm kinda on a roll with this simple stuff. Make these genius vegan bacon bits by chopping half a cup dry-packed sun-dried tomatoes and tossing with 3/4 teaspoon tamari or soy sauce and 1/4 teaspoon liquid smoke. This is one of my favorite seasonings. Add these amazing vegan bacon bits to your salads, baked potatoes, soups, and anything else you can think of. They're ready in seconds and packed with flavor. Add in some homemade croutons or make these crunchy roasted chickpeas that actually stay crunchy for days. Spread 3 cups chickpeas on a lined baking sheet, drizzle with 1 tablespoon olive oil, and season with half a teaspoon salt, a sprinkle of black pepper, half a teaspoon garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon smoked paprika. Give the pan a shake to coat the chickpeas and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. When they're done, don't open the oven door. Keep the chickpeas in the oven as the oven cools, and that's what makes them extra crunchy. Once the oven is cool, store in an airtight container on your counter and enjoy. 5 days old and still crunchy. Toss your romaine with the dressing and add a good amount to a whole wheat tortilla. Lay 3 grilled tofu chicken strips on top of the lettuce. Add 1 tablespoon sun-dried tomato bacon bits, a couple tablespoons crunchy roasted chickpeas, fold up your wrap and seal it shut on a hot pan. This will also warm the wrap through, get it nicely browned, and ready to serve or pack in your lunch. This is delicious. The crunchy chickpeas make a great crouton substitute, and the best part is that this recipe makes 4 wraps, which you can stretch to 6 if you cut your tofu thinner and if you don't fill them quite as much, and our cost is $2.85 per wrap if this recipe yields 4 wraps, and less than $2 per wrap if this recipe yields 6. If you like those savings, then hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, because coming up next we are grilling some pineapple for a pineapple quinoa stir fry with a peanut dressing that is simple enough to make on a weeknight.